That is where the general public is on a Sunday morning. Across the pond, parked where it's safe and it's easy to be accessed. And we are here after a long off-road trail at a place where no one dares to get their car. Hello everyone, my name is Ishan and welcome to the Race Monkey. What you see behind me is a beast of a car that's on the Indian roads. This is the Jeep Wrangler Rubicon, which has just gotten a mid-life cycle update. This is the 2024 version, which gets a few facelift upgrades done for this model year, and we are going to talk to you about that in this video. It's a beautiful summer morning over here. We've got a nice white Rubicon to explore the wonderful trails of the Aravalli Hills. So let's begin with this video and talk to you more about what Jeep has to offer with this Wrangler. Now, let's talk about the design changes on this Wrangler Rubicon. The first and the most prominent thing that you see on any Jeep are these 7-slat grills, which are now cohesively binded into this grill mesh. Now, you have to look very thoroughly to understand that there are 7 slats and these little elements in the middle combine it to make a big statement piece in the front. And this particular grille looks very nice with the white paint shade that we have over here. We still get full LED headlamps in this car. The same design for the bumpers and the LED DRLs, the fog lamps as well. As we move on to the side, we still get this massive Rubicon badging on the side, which really shouts that this is the top of the line Jeep Wrangler. Over here, you still get BF Goodrich mud terrain tires, which are 255/75 but are 17s. These are thick tires to go through such extreme terrain with absolute ease. There is a change in the alloy wheel design as well. You now get diamond cut alloy wheels, which look very nice indeed. The side profile remains the same trail rated 4x4 badge over here. And as we move to the back, there is not much that has changed over here either. You still get the same taillight design, same bumper design, everything remains the same. There's absolutely no change. And that what makes it quintessentially Wrangler. But a few major changes have happened on the inside. So let's go there and talk about it. Now here on the inside, there are a few significant changes made to the interiors. To start off with, you get this massive 12.3-inch touchscreen, which is the Uconnect 5 touchscreen, which gets wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. And honestly, the UI is absolutely fantastic. It even functions when you're wearing thick gloves. So that's absolutely brilliant as well. Also, if you're brave enough, you can choose the options with the power of your nose. That's something that you should not try while you're driving. You get these thin air conditioning vents, same massive plethora of physical buttons over here. You get your air conditioning controls, your volume controls, and your media controls over here. The full 4x4 suite, which is a specialty of the Rubicon. You get your diff lock engaging switch over here, your sway bar switch over here, and you get this proper shifter for the 4x4 system. Also, you now get Napa leather seats. Jeep does not believe in giving you fake leather seats, so it has proper leather seats which will last a lifetime, and it's actually very good, especially when you're going through some dusty terrain. They really last for a long time. In the Indian version, you still get analog dials and you don't get a full digital display. So that is all what has changed on the inside of the Jeep Rubicon. Let's get on the road and talk to you more about what the driving experience is like and that one key change that Jeep has done to really make a difference in your life when you're driving through 2024. So out on the open road, when you're going through the twisties, the Jeep Wrangler doesn't feel very confidence inspiring. It is not something that you would do a lot of corner carving with. For that, you have the Jeep Grand Cherokee. And particularly this Jeep Rubicon with the mud terrain tires and larger tread, you should refrain from using the word corners at high speeds. Now, we're driving it easy, we're keeping it very mellow with our driving style while going through the twisty roads of the Aravali Hills. And it's in its comfortable position. Although these mud terrain tires do provide a lot of grip while you're doing off road trails, at the same time, it gets really very noisy while you're driving it on the highway. And it's not something that you want to write about at home. But at the same time, the comfort quotient is absolutely fantastic. There is a speed bump, and I did not brake the car at all. Another one. That's how good the Rubicon is while taking bumps. If it would have been any other car or crossover or SUV, I would have braked a little, stopped, and then taken over that speed bump. This one just takes it with absolute confidence. Now, what is also very reassuring is the handling characteristic. This is an electro-hydraulic steering wheel that Jeep has supplied with Wrangler Rubicon, and it gives quite a lot of communication from the front wheels to the steering wheel, making it a very robust and well-engineered handling characteristic. Something which will be liked by a lot of purists. Out on the open road, the Wrangler feels remarkably comfortable to drive, especially when you're driving on B roads like we are doing right now. We're currently on the Golf Course Extension Road in Gurugram, and as most of you NCRites know, that this road is anything but smooth. There are quite a lot of undulations, large potholes, and massive bumps to deal with. And the municipality of Gurugram just doesn't seem to phase away and get this thing sorted out. Perhaps it is also a great use of Wrangler's suspension, and we're able to test it quite easily over here because we just are not feeling like stopping anywhere or slowing down anywhere. It just feels very, very confidence inspiring. The suspension just soaks in quite a lot of these bumps with absolute grace. The 75 profile tires are very thick for the kind of bumps we're dealing with right now. Although the camera is shaking quite a lot, and that is because this car is ladder on frame chassis. It's not something that is the epitome of comfort, but as a tool to really soak in all the bad roads, it does a fantastic job. But mind you, all of these bumps and potholes over the period of time do take away the life of the mud terrain tires quite a lot. These mud terrain tires have very thick treads, and over the period of time, especially when you're going through rough roads and rough patches, or even doing quite a lot of off-roading situation, they might just reduce their life on the whole to as much as 20 to 25,000 kilometers from one tire to another being changed. The other thing which is related to comfort is the sound insulation, and the Wrangler Rubicon just doesn't have enough. This is more of a lifestyle vehicle than an outright luxury SUV, and henceforth it has FRP roof, it has exposed body lines on the inside, it has exposed hinges almost everywhere on the inside as well, because when you're doing some hardcore off-roading, you can remove the doors, you can remove the roof completely, and can go full beach buggy mode if you're brave enough. And perhaps I see a lot of Wrangler owners doing that. And henceforth, this does not have enough sound insulation to really absorb all the noise that's coming in from the outside. You hear everything, even a very silent PS6 motorcycle that's passing besides you at a lower RPM, you'll hear that as well. And if you're the only one who is sitting inside the car shooting a video like myself, you can hear your echo as well, which is not really confidence inspiring. But then it's a lifestyle vehicle, just to remind us, and it does a great job at doing that. The seats are supremely comfortable. These are proper and pure Napa leather seats. They have seat heating and steering heating as an addition to it. And these are electronically adjustable seats for the front driver and the passenger. So let's just sum it up about the Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. This is perhaps the most capable and the most loaded SUV that you can buy for under 80 lakh rupees. That engine, the TGME 2-liter twin-scroll turbocharged motor, is amazing. It's smooth, and with that 8-speed ZF gearbox, it just makes it for a very good mechanical setup. That disconnectable sway bar just changes the game when you have to do a lot of articulation through the rocks, through the mad off-road situation that you might find yourself in. Great car with some great off-roading capabilities. It is amazing for the Indian roads that we have on offer, not these roads, of course, because we are running on smooth metropolitan roads. But when you go to these mountain trails and you're going through some really adventurous trips, this would be the best bet. The only drawback is the fuel economy is really very bad, and the ride quality is a bit bouncy. You might feel a little shortchanged because there is no proper headliner or proper packaging on the inside when it comes to a luxury SUV, and you expect a car worth 80 lakh rupees to be luxurious. But if you just blind away with all of that, I guess the Jeep Wrangler Rubicon still is the king of the jungle, or the sand, or the rocks, or the road. It's fantastic. If you have the money, buy this. Don't look elsewhere. And also, since it has ADAS now, it will save you from writing that 300-word essay. Yeah, I'm just leaving with that.